Water is the most essential resource for agricultural production. Without water, we would not be able to produce crops, or we would not be able to feed our livestock. However, the agricultural sector today is facing massive challenges with regard to using water. For example, climate change. We know that the climate is getting warmer, and with warmer temperatures, we have an increase in evaporation and loss of water from the soil and from the plant. What does this mean for farmers? It means that they have to be able to use water more efficiently. We have to look at solutions of a broad range and at different scales. We need solutions for the plant to use water more efficiently. This means reducing the amount of water that's lost to transpiration, more crop per drop. We also have to look at field solutions, monitoring soil moisture, having eyes in the soil, how much water is being used by the plant and when to irrigate. We need to look at new and more efficient irrigation technologies. And at the catchment scale, we have to look at smart agricultural solutions, using the latest technology, perhaps satellite information, and AI to make smart decisions.
As Raiffeisenware Austria, we are the main player in agricultural business in Austria. All our agricultural business segments are infected by water issues. From the technical division, the seed multiplication and seed production, the business with input materials, and the grain trading divisions are really under pressure of the climate change and these affected water issues. Environmental conditions are changing really fast. So in order to provide farmers with the right solutions, this is our main target for the future. Let us react now.
So we need new solutions for our farmers. With our Agri Water Innovation Discovery, we embarked on an exciting journey to tackle this challenge. What have we done now? We defined categories where we want to search. We defined the readiness level of the solutions. How advanced should they be? And the result was incredible. 75 startups from 28 countries followed our call. So come with me and make a deep dive into the world of Agri Water Innovation. Well thought out categories and amazing solutions.
The first category we were convinced of is data-driven water management. Data are playing an increasing role in more or less every sector, including agriculture. Still, nowadays, mostly the situation looks like the following. Farmers irrigate, but without knowing the exact needs of the plants. And we were convinced that there are already existing solutions targeting this issue, optimizing water thanks to data.
I'm from Soil Scout, based in Finland. We have a fully wireless soil sensor that can be buried in any depths in the ground, up to 2 meters, in any root depths you desire. It works for 20 years, maintenance-free and calibration-free. And because of that, farmers can rely on this solution because they don't need to purchase it again, and it works for many years to come. And because it provides the real-time moisture, salinity, temperature, and recently our latest and greatest technology, oxygen, you're able to understand all the changes in real time in your field, understand your field capacity, and start knowing how the soil behaves in order to increase your yield, reduce your cost from energy to fertilizer, and create more healthier soil in the short and long run.
The irrigation of agricultural land requires a wide range of technical solutions. As we know, the availability of water for irrigation is decreasing. That's why, with our Agri Water Innovation Discovery, we want to identify new solutions in the field of irrigation systems and irrigation technologies, in order to reduce the water consumption during the whole irrigation process, but also regarding energy efficiency and labor.
We from Rain to Soil developed the autonomous driven irrigation robot Rain Butler. So this machine brings the gentle irrigation technique from the center pivot to every field, and it doesn't matter what size or geometry the fields have. So farmers can save a lot of time, energy and water on every irrigated hectare.
Another problem we figured out as a growing issue was the question of quality. Water quality is essential for productive agriculture. Besides, it's related to sustainability concerns. For example, the questions of residues from input materials in the groundwater. Which is why we're so excited about what will come in this category of quality. We were actually looking for solutions analyzing water, purifying water, or targeting circularity issues.
Moliere nanobubble technology enhances water by adding tiny nanobubbles into the water with oxygen. Nanobubbles are tiny bubbles that size between 100 to 120 nanometers of size, which allows them to have a neutral buoyancy and allows them to have a stability in water from between 4 to 6 weeks. This allows us to tackle 3 challenges in agriculture. The first challenge is soil compaction. With soil compaction and nanobubbles, we allow the water to infiltrate better, and therefore the air in the atmosphere can enter the soil faster, allowing the soil to improve its structure. Second, infiltration. Nanobubbles allows the water to penetrate faster by reducing the surface water tension, and this allows salinity to drop significantly, which allows crops also to enhance the root system further into the ground and absorb nutrients more efficiently. Finally, the challenge that we see with growers is that every grower is differently and every irrigation system is differently. Therefore, the technology is able to adapt to a scale of flows and pressures, such as the ones you find in pivot irrigation, cannon irrigation, but also sprinkler and drip irrigation. So this allows Moliere to create nanobubbles in a range of systems for every grower around the world.
Water Warriors is based in Lexington, Kentucky, and we were founded on the belief that water is the world's most valuable resource. And we've developed a technology called Poseidon pellets, which captures phosphorus from water upon contact. They're chemical-free and environmentally friendly, the way we believe how water should be treated. And once they reach nutrient capacity, they can be used as a soil amendment, returning the phosphorus back to the land, which creates that circular economy in the world of agriculture. Instead of having phosphorus run off into waterways and causing harmful impacts to the environment, such as algae blooms, we're not only able to capture the excess phosphorus, but then also be able to reuse it onto the fields, which helps mitigate the use of excess fertilizer onto the land.
We talked already about irrigation systems, but many farmers lack the ability to irrigate because there is no water for irrigation available. These farmers are even more affected by droughts, highlighting the need for new solutions to use available water from rainfall more efficiently. That's why we defined the category soil management and inputs, and we believe that solutions in this category can be a way of doing this.
Elicit plant is an agri-biotech technology that induces the plant to diminish their consumption of water by 20% every day. Row crops, food crops, are consuming 20% less, which means that they have 20% more water come the drought season, and then the yield are increased by 10% for the farmers. The mode of action is with phytosterol technology. It triggers within the plant a global reaction of defense mechanism. The plant will save through the partial closure of its stomata 20% every day. Will also change the root architecture, providing more access to reserve of water. And at the end, what is important is that the farmer will get a 10% increase in yield for food crops in his field for drought season.
The challenge of water usage in agriculture is a long-term concern. It is important to analyze the availability of water in the next decades and how to mitigate the risks that are related to it, both now and in the future. For example, regarding extreme weather events, such as heavy rains or droughts. And these questions were very important to the Agri Water Innovation Discovery, because our goal is to find solutions that make the agriculture resilient.
Microtronics is an IoT company. We have sensors for soil monitoring. We're doing flood warning systems. We bring together two concepts to protect the citizens from small-scale floodings.
Our solution consists two parts. At first the prevention and at least the protection. In the prevention we use efficient erosion protection to reduce the runoff of water.
Plants instead of concrete to hold the water in the soil.
A key to accelerate innovations is exchange and network. That's the reason why we bring all these great minds with diverse perspectives together. Innovation grows where collaboration begins.